Welcome in, beautiful souls. If you're new here, my name is Jane. I have a message to deliver today that I thought you could benefit from, so I'm going to just begin right away. I have pulled out some cards here, so we have God's judgment will be swift, and I answer only to the Most High. Negative energy, you know the answer, judging you behind your back. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, and higher forces at work here. So how this reading is going to go is it's going to run this way across the board. So we have God's judgment will be swift, negative energy, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. So God is going to be removing these negative energies from your life and finally burning them up. This is going to be like basically the death of it, right? So I answer only to the Most High because you know the answer about that. And then higher forces at work here. It was funny too because I just pulled out one little teeny stack and shuffled it, and all these cards plopped out of this one little stack. And so it's because of this judgment that's going on behind your back. So this negative energy is actual people or a person in particular. Now, you know, this came out when I threw the dice here. It came out on South Node. South Node is all about emotions, about past emotions, negative past emotions. Really, it's about a lot of pain and hurt and purging of that, like basically getting stuck in it. It also came out on Gemini, and Gemini is the twins. So I think this could have been somebody you thought was your twin flame or a soulmate of some sort. Now I'm going to pull one of these cards to read at the end, and then we're going to get into this reading here. Okay, let's do a little shuffling here. Oh my gosh. And I was just like, when I was shuffling, it's like, oh, I think I should have taken that card, and I did. I just kept going, and here we are with love. This looks like an angel. This is a message coming from your angels here. So you're highly protected, whatever or whoever you are. And when I say whoever you are, that kind of, I think it was just like, you're somebody that's has like high spiritual ranking of some sort here. Okay, let's see. Oh, they want me to throw the dice too to see what house we're dealing with. The fifth house. The fifth house is all about romantic. Yeah, the romantic energy. Yeah, I'm not surprised because Gemini came out. Okay. And it's all about your creativity too. Fifth house. There's more about the fifth house too. I will have to look that up because I'm just learning about astrology. And I don't have them all memorized. So I think there's more about this fifth house. Let me just grab my book here and give it a little boo. Okay, let's see here. Look at that, I opened it right to fifth house too. Yeah, it's about the true love. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I guess I got it all. Because mainly it's your creativity, your playfulness, true love. So I think I think you thought this was true love. I think somebody betrayed you. I think I got that right away. Like I just feel like you've been betrayed. I think you thought this was somebody who was your soulmate. But I think that I don't know if this has already happened or it's coming. Maybe it's happened for some and it's coming for others. I'm not sure here because it's a group reading is what I just said, but because it's for the collective, it's hard to pinpoint the energy. Okay. Let's see. So this reading might not be for everyone, right? Okay. You want another one? The cookbook, the joy of cooking. Pretty sure that has to do with your creativity. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to pull out some more cards before we get too into this. Okay, so we're going to pull out what's your vibe here. What's the vibe? See what energies we're dealing with. Continuous cycles, bad decisions, and addictions. That's this negative energy. This could be the person that you're dealing with. Yeah, because you're going through a glow up. New opportunities, new career, successful business, wishful thinking, second chances, deja vu, nostalgia. Yeah, you know what I was saying, how you were going with the South Node. Okay, we're going to take a look at this card here. There's something here that they want. The dog-eared page. It's in reverse, though. Okay. So the dog-eared page here is where, like, when you have a chapter in your life and you bookmark it so that you can, you can go back to finishing it, but then you just never get back to it. I'm pretty sure that's what, so, but it's in reverse, so I don't know what that means in reverse. I have to look that up. The dog ear, let's see, reverse. When reversed, this card may signify that you're ruminating or obsessing over the past. Yeah, in an unproductive manner. You're being invited to stop looking backward and bring more attention to your present and future. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about, because with the South Node, yeah, and it even came up with wishful thinking, second chances, deja vu, nostalgia. That's what that's all about. But Spirit has stepped in here. There's going to be some kind of judgment happening here. And I noticed I put that wishful thinking right on it. You're blocking your glow up. You're blocking your opportunities and a new career, a successful business. You're blocking it with all this nostalgia. So I notice how I put that right on top there. You're blocking it somehow. You keep going back into all these emotional, maybe because this person was very thrilling and that's why you thought that they were your better half. But the thing is, like, when you meet somebody and it's like this whirlwind of romance and energy, and that usually is an indication that it's not your soulmate, because soulmates and twin flames too, you got to be careful, because twin flames, they can be like the negative part of yourself that's coming back to you, you know what I mean, to purge. Oh, maybe that's what that is about. Yeah. The thing is too, like, so if it is like truly your soulmate, if it's somebody that is supposed to be a part of your present and your future, that would come in like a gentle, calming, grounded, trusting way. It wouldn't be all this like thrills and, you know what I mean? Like, it might seem like it's boring, but really that boring is going to be, it's the longevity of it. It's what I just heard. It's the longevity. Okay, so the cookbook is experimentation, curiosity, new options. So they're saying here that cookbooks transport us to different cultures, customs, and ways of being human. They remind us that there isn't just one way to prepare a beautiful meal or one way to design a rich and meaningful life. Just what I was talking about, like, when it comes to the differences between the, like the soul flame, or the soul flame, sorry, from the twin flame to the soul flame. Excuse some of my wording. It's going to be backwards because we're in Mercury retro again. So it kind of takes the words and scrambles them up a little bit in your mouth and spits them out. Like, you know. Anyway, we're going to keep going. This card encourages you to try out new recipes, literally or metaphorically. Taste something new and see where it leads. Additionally, the cookbook invites you to approach situations with a sense of curiosity and experimentation. Just like a new recipe, a new circumstance might not turn out the way you expect it, but might be delicious nonetheless. So this is what I was talking about, like that longevity with somebody that comes in that's calm and easygoing, and mm, because the fifth house too, right? The fifth house is all about it is all about the playfulness and the creativity and all that, but um, it has to have that right amount of affection and calmness to it, right? And the joy that it brings, like that internal joy that's more long lasting than just the one night thrill, right? Okay, so what's ashes to ashes and dust to dust and higher forces at work here? What's that? Oh, it's in reverse. Settled, secure, and wealthy. So this person is not going to be doing well, whoever this, well, yeah, because they want to bring the harmony, balance, and peace and happiness. That's what this is going to do. They're removing whatever this individual is here. Yeah, see on the bottom is envy, resentful, competitive, and discontent. That's really what this is all about. This energy here. Yeah. Oh, look at that. And when I picked up the deck, this was stuck to the thing here. Authority, discipline, father figure, masculine energy. Goes with that, thrills. Okay. Yeah. You're going to get burned. This person's burned you. And that's why it says they judge you behind your back, because they compete with you. They're a discontent type of energy. And I know this came up with masculine energy, but we all hold masculine energy within us. So this could be a man, it could be a woman, it doesn't matter, because you have female here and you have the male, but it's negative energy, and the answer. I think you truly know. But what this individual is doing, it's hard for us to accept, though, because, you keep going back into that nostalgia. You really got to knock that off. You got to find a way to, you know, I don't know, heal it find a way to heal it. Oh my God, go traveling. Look at that. Seeker of horizons, adventure, experience, and long journey. What is this? The keeper of honor, armor, battle, and loyalty. Wow. Okay, it's on the bottom. Oh yeah, mother. Selfless love, nurturer, source of life, maternal patience, comforter. Yeah, I think this is somebody that's going to be coming in because of the Gemini and the fifth house. I think you're blocking your like a true love. Something that's going to give you harmony and peace and establishment here. Driver, navigator of journeys, steering, safe passage, welcome. Yeah, this person will be welcome if you allow it, because you are blocking your glow up here. Okay, Spirit, what is it that you want here? This one. Is that 2 cards? Look like 2 cards. One more. Whoa. Look at that. They brought up the cook, the joy of cooking. Then you have chef, culinary, uh, mastro, cooking, culinary artistry, seasoning, proficiency. I think that's this new person. I mean, he doesn't have to be a chef. I mean, they're just saying, like this person is a yeah, look at on the bottom is musician. composer of harmony, creation, passion, soulful sound, and celebration. Yeah, I think you're going to realize just how soulful this person is once if you give them a chance. Journalist, chronicle of stories, reporting, interview, inquiry, promotion. Yeah, you need to write your own story here. Stop all this nostalgia. You know, I think this person brought you so much whirlwind of thrills. And that, I think, is what you're having a hard time. You know, they were probably like a really good lover too, but, you know, like again, I was saying how earlier that, you know, that's like that twin flame thing is where like that could be like your negative self that's just being reflected back at you. And that's that person's more like a negative energy, right? For you to learn to, yeah, look, revolutionist, uh, champion of transformation, freedom fighter, pursuer of wealth and justice. And seeing it comes right out here where this establishes in reverse, where it's like settled, secure, and wealthy. You have to be the revolutionist. You have to be the one. Like, this is what you're stopping. You're stopping your own harmony and balance. Okay, so you really need to deal with this pain that this person has created in your life. Okay, there's a couple cards here they want. And I'm going to pull out a few tarot to find out. Oh, look at this. Oh, they're taking your life, they're stealing your life energy from you. Happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and reveal anything in the shadows that need to be healed. Look at that. So your glow up. Wow, spirit. See, this is what needs to be healed. All this looking in the past and all that. Will come together. No joke, spirit. Wow. Fairies like to be busy, and a group of them is showing you that many hands make light work. Working as a team helps get the job done. Yeah, you have a team that is removing this negative energy from your life. And look at that. You have 3 of them here. You have 3 angels or guides. Okay, so is there something over here? What's on the bottom? Ask for help. No joke. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. Yeah. Okay. Oh, they're trying to pop this out. Magical gateway. Okay, so that's going to help open a gateway for you to move forward here. So it takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown. Yet, this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Yeah, see, this is where they keep talking about. You keep looking back into the past. So there's a key here too. Okay, so that's what they're talking about. Like, you have this key here for your own glow up. Yeah. Okay, so what is it here? Music. Listen carefully, for there are maybe a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. For your door. Wow, spirit. Oh my gosh, right underneath transformation. Okay. So they're coming together to remove this energy from you. They want to open the door for this. I know that music can be sad and happy all at the same time because it brings up good memories, but also it can bring up some of this nostalgic type stuff, which can create some internal struggles. You know what I mean? But I think it's time because they want you to do this transformation here. Yeah, avoid this temptation with this thrill here. Yeah, so ask for help. Bring a transformation for yourself. Yeah. So this fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation, and the best is yet to come. Because you know what? And it says here for the highest good, and it says here higher forces are at work. Yeah, look, and the higher forces at work, spirit. That is funny. Oh my God. Yeah, it's to bring you into this harmony. They're going to get rid of this, but you're fighting. Yeah, the journey on the top here. It is time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. And they brought up about the traveler card too in the very beginning. So maybe traveling maybe that's where you're going to meet your person, like your real person, your soulmate, not the twin flame that brought all this negativity. That see, the negativity was for you to grow, so it would bring you into a glow up. And once you recognize that energy, that's why journaling is really good, because you can do a lot of journaling and then go back and see the pattern that this person has created in your life. It's in this deck here. Escaping. Let's see. All right. There's just a few things here they want to. Okay. Let's see here. Oops. Beginnings. No joke. Past life. Little deja vu again. So this is something that you're clearing up from a past life. Yeah, the longing. That's why it's so hard for you to get rid of it. Yeah, they're taking the light bulb out of this. Like they're trying to tell you, like, just, remove the light bulb, remove this aching and wanting, because this past life, that's why you keep getting the deja vu and repeated patterns, because of these karmic lessons. Like I was saying here, that's why it's considered. I kept talking about the twin flame, because that's really a lot of what the twin flames are about. But it's going to bring these dealing with this past life. It'll bring new beginnings. Okay, so let's see what this is here. Return, second chance, opportunity, making amends. Yeah, don't let this person's going to try to return. Don't allow it. Twin flame, no joke, spirit. Mirroring, shared feelings, reflection. Yeah, that's because it's this past life. Create this, because you got transformation and new beginnings here. I can't make this up. That's why you have so much longing and conflict in your emotions. And you know how dismal and gray all these cards are? Yeah, I think you've come to a breaking point here, though. Your final straw, overwhelmed. Sorry, I just hit the microphone. Yeah, second chance opportunity. See, when you're thinking about this person too, you're staying tethered to them. So you're drawing them back in, but you don't want to be drawing this person back in. You need to cut the cords. You need to cut the cords. Every time you think of this person, cut the cords. Every time you dream of the person, cut the cords. That as soon as you wake up, you need to do a cord cutting. And each time you got to keep cutting the cords. Because every time you think of them or they think of you, it's like reattaching your energy back to them. So you need to, I told you it was a twin flame. I knew it. That's why it's so hard to purge it. But it's a past life thing that's coming back to you. But see, look, they're trying to help you. They're like, here, like, we're going to pull you out of this. We're going to, ask for help to get rid of this past life. This transformation is going to bring all these new beginnings. Try again, new direction, start over. Just keep doing it over and over, like this removal of the cords. Okay. Yeah, that's like breaking point. It just keep breaking those cords. Okay, so we're going to pull out. Okay, I'm going to pull out a couple of these. I said a couple, but I guess we're going with 3. Neptune, yeah. Time for spiritual retreat. The Hanged Man. This is where you really need to do some reflecting. The Raven. Oh my God. This is Saint Germain. This will help bring it, like seeing through the illusions. He will help you clean up some of this energy. He'll help you with the healing. He'll help you see through the illusions. That's why like the journaling is really important for you, because it'll help you see, because this is like it's to alchemize like gifts for powerful transmuter, to be fearless, because I believe that you're some kind of seer or medium or something like that. You recognize that in some way. Well, the earth, the light of humanity, material manifestations, the world. So this is what I was talking about, like with this longing and the deja vus, like, you keep reattaching this person. But see, it says right here, human experience, lessons, duality. This was this was your mission in this lifetime, was to come here and to finally rid yourself of this twin flame. Yeah. This was your mission, to clean up these, oh my God, look, it even says here, past life. And you have past life over here. Like this, I'm telling you, this person is Uranus. This is ruled by Aquarius, right? This is the Fool. This is the shaky rebirth. This is the new beginnings. The Fool card is like starting over. It's like to start new. I can't make this up. You know what I mean? It's also about, breakthroughs, awakenings, to be liberated. And sudden too. This is going to be something that's going to be like unpredictable and sudden, because it says over here, like God's judgment will be swift. And then you have it again here with Uranus. And Uranus is like it's like a 7-year cycle. So it takes like 7 years for it to go into each astrological sign. So it's like a slow moving. This has been like a slow moving energy that's been going through here. That's why it's a shaky rebirth. That's why it's taken so long. Yeah. Okay. So this is something you have to be really aware of. The King of Wands. Look. See the world again? I heard the world is your oyster. They brought the world out a few times, and then they talked about travel. Something about you could be doing some kind of traveling or planning a trip, or maybe it's because of the move, maybe because you're going to be moving. I mean, you could just be moving, towns, cities, states, provinces, countries. I just got the vision of somebody spinning the globe and then poking their finger on it and saying, that's where I'm going to go. Because the King of Wands is all about like being in charge. It's all about like your vision, being the leader of your own life. Finally going through this glow up, seeing through the illusions of what's been happening to you. Okay, so let's see here. Oops, here we go. The sun. Yeah, this is all going to be illuminated. They're putting they're illuminating all this light onto this for you. I don't know why they're flipping out these cards, but I'll just go with it. Okay, what's over here? What's this next one? Temperance. These are your angels. This is, like you've been walking around one eye closed, one eye open. But temperance is all about like the healing. Move this out of there. Neptune is all about your dreams and your inspirations. Yeah. This is all about your healing. These are the angels, and you get the angel here coming out too. And this is and you know, this deck here, this is all about fairies, but yet this is an angel that come out. Okay? So you have angels twice here. The Six of Wands. Look, this is like you giving and receiving. And oh, look. And you know, this is about you know, this is really beautiful. I'm going to say, like, this is going to be, you're going to receive some kind of success or recognition. And I don't know if it's because of, like, you got to go through the hard work, though. This is something that you have to want to do. They're splitting it. The Hierophant, yes. Because the Hierophant is about, like, being the teacher, a spiritual teacher, and a student. Okay, so I'm going to pull out 3 more clarifiers here. Okay, so 1 for the King of Wands. Okay, 1 for the Sun. And 1 for the Temperance. Let's see here. It's on the bottom. 4 of Wands. Look at that. Wands. You know, Wands is all about passion. It's all about, it's like a fire energy. Wow. You know, this is all about, 4 of Wands is all about success. It's all about, you know, reunion and community and things like that. So, you know, this is going to be like a big celebration here. Yeah, I keep getting about the travel. The Knight of Wands. Wow. Look at this beautiful dragon up there. You know, blowing his fire too, right? You know, see this cat holding on. Look, he's got a magical wand here. Yeah, I noticed I'm bringing out a lot of wands for you. You know, the Knight of Wands is all about passion again, right? It's about ambition, making quick decisions. That's why I said, like, I think you're just, like, I was getting that, like, you're spinning the globe and then you're just pointing your finger going, that place. The Magician, no joke. Look at that. And I was just saying about how he's got his wand or he's making magic. This is about you learning to master everything. You're dealing with all these past life things. You're gonna, oh yeah, look, material manifestations. And that's what magicians do. They can manifest. Oh my God. I mean, this started off like, oh my God, like really kind of sad for you. But then, like, look at this. The Ace of Wands. Wow. Wow. More wands. You know, this is like, again, a new passion, inspiration, new initiative, the new beginnings, new transformation, the healing, the rebirth. I mean, I can't make this up. Oh my God, Spirit, you're so funny. Okay, so let's read this. Dearest you, we are gathering our magic together. No joke. Spirit. Oh my God. We are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. Oh my God, Spirit. Okay. You're stepping into a new version of your life, getting to tell a new story as you create it. I cannot make this up. Does it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up inside you from a primal place? The form of what you are growing has yet to take shape, and it is exciting to experience this new and fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both push and push back when entering any kind of new relationship. It's okay to admit you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is it's time to drive in and allow that new version of life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life spirit. So they want you to partner up with spirit is what they're saying, and then everything else will unfold as it's supposed to, because higher forces are at work here. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing, and we are so excited to see where this will take you next. We're so proud of you. Yeah, because this, oh my God. So I don't know if this is something that you've come out of, or this is something that's going to unfold like currently, because it can be taken, just take what resonates for you, because again, this is like a collective message. If I was doing a personal reading, I could probably pinpoint it right down. Okay, this is amazing. This is really beautiful. Okay, so there's one of these cards here that they want. The 11th house. Wow. The 11th house is little cryon. Oh my God. Okay, so they want me to read both of these cards here, but the 11th house is, sorry, it's ruled by Aquarians, and Aquarians are really good at detaching. So I think that's what they're trying to say here. They want you to do some kind of detaching from like all of this, right? Don't allow this energy to return. Like, now that you know what's been going on, you can now move forward in peace. Find your peace, and don't let anything disrupt your peace. So in the reading for the 11th house, it says big plans and unconventional dreams are this card's wheelhouse. Anything you come up with right now can easily become reality with a bit of thinking outside the box, because you're a magician. And you my God, you're a manifester. Okay, so the 11th house is where the greatest ideas are born. As long as you don't let society impose its narrow viewpoint on your creative process, figuring out your place in the world can be a scary thing. Like I said about the fear, but it should also be fun. There is so much to discover out there. Treat every person you meet like a potential friend, and you may be surprised by what you discover. Wow, spirit. Okay, so cryon. I think that's where I'm just learning about astrology, so I'm really, I'm no in no means like no, really. I'm just still trying to memorize everything. I'm just trying to learn everything, piece it all together. So it's, this is something that's going to take me a couple years, I think, because astrology is really in depth. But I haven't really studied what cryon is, but I'm pretty sure that is my intuitive downloads. I'm pretty sure that's when like you have more than one house, all like more than one sign in one house or something to that effect. I'm not sure. Let me look this up here to read this so I don't just babble on like an idiot. Okay, here. I don't know if that's even in here, is it? It must be, or it wouldn't. Is it in the back, maybe? Oh yeah, here we go. The healer. Okay, so in a reading, it says cryon appears when you have the nagging feeling of self-doubt. We just can't shake. You already have all the tools you need to solve your problem. And you know how I put it out right here? To solve your problem, you just have to do some deep reflection to find them. Just like I was talking about when I was talking about the Hanged Man. Try as we may, even the most evolved of people carry their trauma with them everywhere they go. Yeah, like I said, this is what you're doing. You're removing, you're trying to clear up past life things. How they use this trauma is what is important. Are you lashing out at those around you, or are you focusing your emotions on something productive to better your life and the lives of your community? This asteroid carries with it a delicate balance between inward focus tending to yourself and outward focus tending to others. Swaying too far in one direction can make us overindulgent and selfish. The other way can leave us feeling neglected and burned out. This is an ongoing theme of life, and we all must experience it at one point or another. So the key words here is wounds, healing, knowledge, gift, silver lining, hope, despair, and sadness. Wow. Well, there's just not much more to say after that. Spirit, this has been beautiful. I really hope this has been helpful to you, but this is the end of the reading. So I'm going to close it, and I'm going to send you all my love and light. I bid you a good day. And, if you resonate with this at all, hit the like button and subscribe for more guidance. And, yeah, so I'm just going to say bye. So bye, everyone.